In the 1990s, the biggest marketing campaign on planet Earth didn't belong to a car manufacturer, a Hollywood movie studio, or a tech giant. It belonged to McDonald's. Every autumn, millions of ordinary families, college students, and fast food fans sprinted to their local Golden Arches to peel tiny paper game stamps off red fry boxes and paper soda cups. It was the legendary McDonald's Monopoly Sweepstakes. The stakes were intoxicating. Peel the right rare property sticker, and you could instantly win brand new Dodge Vipers, luxury motorhomes, international dream vacations, or a life-changing cash jackpot of $1 million. McDonald's spent hundreds of millions of dollars broadcasting nationwide television commercials featuring ecstatic everyday winners holding oversized cardboard checks. The promotion became an explosive global cultural phenomenon, driving billions of dollars in burger, fry, and drink sales year after year. Yet for 12 straight years, the entire game was a complete, calculated lie. Behind the cheerful family marketing and bright red cardboard packaging lurked a shadowy, highly organized criminal conspiracy. Between 1989 and 2001, virtually not a single legitimate fast food customer ever won a top-tier grand prize in the McDonald's Monopoly game. Every single million-dollar cash prize, luxury sports car, and dream home was systematically intercepted, stolen, and sold off to a sprawling underground syndicate of corrupt insiders, shady middlemen, and connected recruiters. Over $24 million in stolen cash and luxury assets were laundered through a secret network operating right under the nose of corporate leadership. This is the incredible true story of the great fast food monopoly scam, and how a rogue security director fooled the biggest restaurant chain in human history until an undercover FBI sting brought the entire house of cards crashing down. To understand how a single individual hijacked the world's most famous marketing campaign, we have to look back at the origins of the promotion in the late 1980s. In 1987, McDonald's was facing fierce competition from aggressive fast food rivals like Burger King and Wendy's. To build customer loyalty and dominate the industry, McDonald's partnered with game giant Hasbro to launch the McDonald's Monopoly Sweepstakes. The concept was pure psychological genius. Customers collected paper property game pieces attached to menu items, trying to complete famous Monopoly board color sets like Boardwalk and Park Place. Almost all game stamps were common, low-tier stickers or instant win coupons for free menu items like small fries, cheeseburgers, and apple pies. But hidden among hundreds of millions of cups and wrappers were a tiny handful of ultra-rare winning stamps that guaranteed massive cash fortunes. Because tens of millions of dollars were on the line, federal law required the promotion to be audited, heavily secured, and strictly random. To guarantee absolute integrity, McDonald's hired an elite promotional marketing and security firm called Simon Marketing. Simon Marketing was responsible for printing the game stamps at specialized high-security printing facilities, auditing the distribution, and physically transporting the rare million-dollar game pieces to packaging plants across North America. And the man in charge of protecting those multi-million-dollar secrets was Jerome Jacobson. Jerome Jacobson, known to his associates as Uncle Jerry, was a former police officer who had transitioned into private corporate security. He was quiet, meticulous, and commanded absolute authority over Simon Marketing's security protocols. Jacobson personally oversaw the high-security printing presses, watched the cutting of the stamps, and locked the rare winning pieces inside a heavy, combination-lock briefcase that was handcuffed to his wrist during cross-country flights. His job was to travel to fast food packaging factories, enter secret clean rooms, and randomly apply the winning million-dollar stamps to cups and fry cartons before they were shipped out to random restaurants. He was the sole guardian of the golden tickets. For the first few years, Jacobson performed his duties strictly by the book. Then, in 1989, temptation struck. During a routine security audit, Jacobson slipped a $25,000 winning game stamp into his pocket and handed it to his stepbrother. His stepbrother redeemed the prize without raising a single red flag at corporate headquarters. The security system that was designed to protect the multi-million-dollar game had a fatal single point of failure: Jerome Jacobson himself. A few years later, An accidental delivery sealed the fate of the entire conspiracy. Simon Marketing mistakenly mailed Jacobson a box containing official tamper-evident security seal stickers. With those authentic seals in his possession, Jacobson no longer had to sneak stamps out under extreme pressure at the printing plants. During his cross-country flights to packaging factories, Jacobson would duck into airport bathroom stalls, carefully slice open the security envelopes, steal the rare winning million-dollar property stamps, replace them with worthless common game pieces, and reseal the packets with the official tamper-evident tape. By the time he arrived at the factory floor, the envelopes appeared completely untouched and pristine. Jacobson now possessed a private mint of winning lottery tickets. However, he faced a massive operational problem. He couldn't redeem the winning game pieces himself. Under official sweepstakes rules, employees of McDonald's, Simon Marketing, and their immediate families were strictly barred from claiming any prizes. If Jacobson or his close relatives showed up to claim a $1 million check, corporate fraud investigators would uncover the scheme within minutes. He needed independent recruiters to find believable, distant third-party winners who could claim the prizes on camera in exchange for a cut of the cash. Jacobson began by distributing winning tickets to personal friends, distant acquaintances, and petty hustlers in exchange for upfront cash deposits or a percentage of the annual prize payouts. He sold a $1 million prize to an acquaintance who arranged for a local butcher to claim the money. He gave a Dodge Viper winning ticket to a friend who posed as a Lucky Burger customer. The underground business was running smoothly, but Jacobson wanted bigger payouts and faster cash. In 1995, a chance encounter transformed his small-scale racket into an organized crime operation. While visiting Atlanta, Jacobson met a man named Gennaro Colombo, known on the streets as Jerry. Colombo was an underworld figure with deep family ties to organized crime syndicates in New York. Colombo immediately recognized the limitless financial potential of Jacobson's stolen golden tickets. The two men forged an unholy alliance. Jacobson would supply the stolen winning stamps, and Colombo would use his sprawling network to recruit convincing winners across the United States. Colombo demanded upfront cash deposits from prospective winners, often taking $50,000 in cash before handing over a $1 million stamp, and then taking a hefty percentage of the annual prize checks. To avoid corporate suspicion, Colombo built intricate cover stories. Recruited winners were instructed to travel to distant states, purchase a burger or soda at a random McDonald's drive-thru, and claim they discovered the winning piece while eating their meal. Colombo even recruited his own family members, in-laws, and associates. McDonald's PR teams and local television news stations eagerly filmed these bogus winners popping champagne, crying tears of joy, and thanking Ronald McDonald for their miraculous good fortune. Behind the cameras, Colombo and Jacobson were pocketing hundreds of thousands of dollars in illicit cash. In one of the strangest twists of the entire saga, Jacobson even sent a stolen $1 million game stamp anonymously inside a Christmas card to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. Because sweepstakes rules prohibited transferring tickets, McDonald's executives were thrown into a massive public relations dilemma. McDonald's ultimately agreed to honor the full $1 million donation to the Children's Hospital, keeping their public reputation intact while federal authorities grew increasingly suspicious behind the scenes. For years, the scam operated with terrifying perfection. Jacobson expanded his syndicate to include other recruiters, an eccentric psychic, a nightclub owner, and shady real estate developers. Between 1995 and 2000, almost every major prize in the McDonald's Monopoly game, along with prizes from other McDonald's promotions like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, was hijacked by Jacobson's ring. Millions of hopeful customers stood in lines every day, meticulously collecting stickers, completely unaware that the odds of them winning a top prize were literally zero. Then, in 2000, the criminal empire began to unravel. An anonymous 6-word tip landed on the desk of Special Agent Doug Matthews at the FBI field office in Jacksonville, Florida. The tip read, "McDonald's Monopoly is a fraud. Uncle Jerry is running it. Agent Matthews and his team launched a covert federal investigation codenamed Operation Final Answer. The FBI quietly approached top corporate executives at McDonald's headquarters in Oak Brook, Illinois. When the FBI informed leadership that their multi-billion-dollar flagship promotion had been rigged for over a decade, executives were in complete shock and disbelief. Instead of canceling the upcoming 2001 Monopoly game, which would have tipped off the conspirators and destroyed the investigation, McDonald's agreed to cooperate fully in an elaborate undercover sting operation. Under the watchful eye of federal agents, McDonald's proceeded with a nationwide 2001 game promotion. The FBI tapped Jacobson's phones, tracked his movements across the country, and placed undercover agents inside a fake video production crew hired by McDonald's to interview grand prize winners. Undercover FBI agents posed as cheerful television camera crews, filming fraudulent winners inside their homes and documenting their fabricated stories while recording their every contradictory statement. Federal wiretaps revealed the vast scope of the conspiracy, catching dozens of co-conspirators discussing kickback payments, fake addresses, and laundered cash. In August of 2001, federal prosecutors had accumulated all the evidence they needed. Over 50 FBI agents executed coordinated early morning arrest warrants across multiple states. Jerome Jacobson and more than 50 of his co-conspirators were arrested and indicted on federal racketeering and mail fraud charges. The fast food giant was thrown into an unprecedented public relations crisis. McDonald's immediately terminated its multi-million-dollar contract with Simon Marketing and launched an emergency $10 million cash giveaway to rebuild broken consumer trust. In 2002, Jerome Jacobson stood trial in federal court, pleaded guilty, and was sentenced to federal prison while being ordered to pay $12.5 million in restitution. The McDonald's monopoly scam remains one of the most audacious and fascinating marketing frauds in modern business history. It proved that no matter how sophisticated a corporation's security systems appear on paper, placing absolute, unchecked power in the hands of a single gatekeeper creates a fatal point of failure that can compromise an entire global brand. When multi-million-dollar rewards depend entirely on the honor of an unmonitored human being, the house always loses. If that anonymous whistleblower had never sent that 6-word letter to the FBI in 2000, how much longer would the monopoly scam have continued unnoticed? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the hidden frauds, brilliant blunders, and legendary scams in business history.